Hello there everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So on today's video, what I'm going to do is give you an update on the garden, and I am going to work in the garden a little bit today. I'm going to transplant some tomato plants because it's time to do that, and I'm going to put up the poles for some of these climber plants that I have. And so I hope that you will stay with me as I get these things ready to go. Alright, so first I wanted to show you the tomatoes. See, they have gotten their extra set of leaves, and they're working on the next ones. And they've really outgrown these little pots that I have them in. So today is I'm going to be transplanting these peppers into these tomatoes into the 5-gallon buckets that I bought for them. And some of them are actually going to go in the ground because I don't have room for all of them. So that's the first thing that I'm going to do today, is get these buckets ready. Alrighty, so these are the 5-gallon buckets that I'm going to put some of those tomato plants in. So first, before I can put the dirt in, I have to put the holes in them. So I'm going to go in the house and get my drill. Now the buckets are ready. Alright, to fill part of the bottom of the bucket, I'm going to put this topsoil, and only the top 12 inches is going to be the good garden soil. Alrighty, those buckets are full. Yay! Okay, so I've chosen the tomato plants that I think are the strongest out of the bunch, and those are the ones I'm going to plant here in the bucket. And I can only plant one tomato plant per 5-gallon bucket is what I'm seeing on the internet. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is plant these. I've got some babies in here that I'm going to save to plant in the ground when I have that bed dug. Because they're still pretty hardy, and I didn't expect that many seeds to come up at once in my little cups. But for right now, I have the four strongest ones that I like the best in these buckets. So I'm going to water them, and then I'm going to work on getting the in-ground bed ready for them. Let us see what I've done here. Okay, so now this is not pretty, but this will get the netting around my in the ground beds. And there is, now I amended this particular bed with the rest of that garden soil I used in the 5-gallon buckets. I did not do that with these, but as you can see, I still have radishes coming up. The problem that I'm gonna have with these in the ground beds is knowing the difference between a weed and a radish. So that's gonna be a pretty tough to determine right off the bat. So this is the bed that has the cantaloupe seeds in it. I don't see anything coming up yet. Maybe there, I'm not sure. But I did get the netting up all around this, and I used what I had. My dad had a great big cross in the front yard he decorated at Christmas. I used that for one corner post and a piece of PVC pipe for the other, because that's what I had. And right now, when you got a tiny budget, use what you have. And so that is that garden, that part of the garden. And this is the little tomatoes in the bucket. They look pretty awesome. Little awesome. And I found these bamboo poles at Walmart, like 12 for $5, which made them very affordable. The wire cages for tomatoes were out of my price range right now, so I improvised with this. I just tied them together at the top. Works pretty good in my opinion. And here's my garden twine. I need to make sure I get all this stuff in the house. And as you can see, we had a little bit of die off in the time one, but that is okay, because it comes to find out that they need to be about 12 inches apart. So hopefully these bigger ones will keep on growing, so you can have a pot full of thyme pretty soon. There's that other tomato. My yellow squash has just been amazing. Look at how amazing that squash is. I just love it. And there's my beans. They're doing the best out of all. Still nothing with my onions. Here's one more little tomato plant. There's my peas and sage back there. And these are my green onions. Oh yeah, I am getting some yellow onions up in a couple of spots, so I'm excited about that. And so nothing yet in these two beds. I'm thinking about scooting them over and adding one more pile like this to plant some lettuce in. But I think for today I'm gonna be done with the gardening stuff. I don't want to overdo it again and be real super duper sore. In between putting the bed in and getting the netting up, I'm going to be a little bit sore anyway. So there you have it. That is the garden as it stands right now.